Have you ever wondered how one small act of courage can change an entire family's future? Today's story is about a little girl who refused to give up when her family faced their darkest days. This is the inspiring story of the little girl who saved her family. Let's begin. Emma was an 8-year-old girl living in a small American town. She lived with her mom, dad, and younger brother, Jake. Their family wasn't wealthy, but they were happy. Every evening, they gathered around the dinner table, sharing stories, laughter, and dreams. To Emma, life felt perfect. But sometimes, life changes when you least expect it. One cold winter morning, Emma noticed something unusual. Her father sat quietly at the kitchen table. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't talking. He just stared at a stack of papers. That evening, Emma overheard her parents having a serious conversation. Her father's company had shut down. He had lost his job. At first, Emma didn't fully understand what that meant. But she soon realized things were changing. Bills started piling up. Money became tight. And the happy atmosphere in their home slowly disappeared. Weeks passed. Emma's father searched everywhere for work. He filled out applications. He attended interviews. But every time, the answer was the same. No. The family's savings began to run out. They stopped buying things they didn't need. The heat stayed lower during cold nights. Every dollar mattered. One evening, Emma heard her mother crying. "We may lose the house," her mother whispered. Emma froze. Lose the house? The place where she grew up? The place filled with family memories? That night, Emma couldn't sleep. She stared at the ceiling and thought about her family. Then she made a decision. She was going to help. The next day at school, Emma noticed many students wearing colorful friendship bracelets. An idea suddenly popped into her head. When she got home, she gathered old strings, beads, and craft supplies. She spent hours making bracelets. One morning, Emma's father received a phone call. A business owner had read the newspaper article. He was impressed by Emma's determination and the family's strength. The company was looking for someone with experience. Emma's father was offered an interview. A few days later, he got the job. It was even better than his previous position. When he shared the news, everyone burst into tears of joy. The nightmare was finally ending. With her father's new job and the money Emma had raised, the family was able to keep their home. But Emma's greatest achievement wasn't the money. It was reminding everyone that courage can come from the smallest people. Her kindness brought an entire community together. Her determination inspired thousands. And her love gave her family the strength to keep going. Years later, people still remembered Emma's story. Not because she was rich. Not because she was famous. But because she showed the world that one small act of love can create a miracle. No matter how young you are, you can make a difference. Because sometimes, the smallest hero has the biggest heart. Love, courage, and determination can overcome even the toughest challenges. Never underestimate the power of one person to change a family's future. Red Heart. The next day at school, Emma noticed something. Many students loved handmade friendship bracelets. An idea popped into her head. After school, Emma gathered colorful strings and beads she already had at home. She spent hours making bracelets. Each bracelet was unique. She poured love into every design. The next day, she brought them to school. Her friends loved them. Soon, students started buying them. Then teachers bought them too. Emma saved every dollar she earned. Every afternoon, Emma sat at her desk making bracelets. Her fingers sometimes hurt. But she never complained. She knew why she was doing it. Word spread around town. Parents began placing orders. Local shops allowed her to display her bracelets. People admired her creativity and determination. Little by little, the money grew. But Emma knew it still wasn't enough. One day, Emma's teacher asked her why she worked so hard. At first, Emma was shy. Then she explained everything. She told her teacher about her father's job loss and the possibility of losing their home. The teacher was deeply moved. She shared Emma's story with the school. Soon, the entire community learned about the brave little girl trying to help her family. People wanted to support her. Orders for bracelets poured in from everywhere. A local newspaper heard Emma's story. They wrote an article about her. The headline read, "8-year-old girl works to save her family's home." The story quickly spread online. Thousands of people were inspired. Messages of encouragement arrived from across the country. Many people bought bracelets just to support Emma. Others donated money. For the first time in months, Emma's family felt hope. What would you do if you were only 8 years old and your family was about to lose everything? This is the inspiring story of a little girl whose courage, kindness, and determination changed her family's life forever. Let's begin. In a small town in America, there lived a sweet little girl named Emma. She was 8 years old, cheerful, and always smiling. Emma lived with her mother, father, and younger brother, Jake. They weren't rich, but they were happy. Every evening, they ate dinner together, laughed, and shared stories about their day. Emma loved her family more than anything in the world. She believed that as long as they stayed together, everything would be okay. But life was about to test that belief. One cold winter morning, Emma noticed her father sitting quietly at the kitchen table. His face looked worried. That evening, Emma overheard her parents talking. Her father had lost his job. The company where he worked had suddenly closed. Bills started piling up. The family savings disappeared quickly. Weeks turned into months. No matter how hard her father searched, he couldn't find another job. The stress filled the house like a dark cloud. Soon, difficult choices had to be made. The family stopped eating out. The heating was turned down to save money. Emma's parents skipped meals so the children could eat. One night, Emma heard her mother crying. "We might lose the house," her mother whispered. Emma's heart broke. She loved their little home. She couldn't imagine losing it. That night, she couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about one question. How can I help?